Hey, greetings, fellow nerds. I am a nerd fighting fat, and this is my weekly fat fighting update. My name's Mark. I live in Lehi, Utah, and I have been big my whole life, and I'm trying to change that with fasting, diet, exercise. And this is my 50th week of being on Mounjaro, and I'm currently still on the 10 milligram pen. Now, I did go to the doctor this week, and I got my prescription in for 12.5. So, um, the way that they're doing that, I can pick it up for the first time starting Friday, I think, because of they're figuring 4 times of my last box of 10. So next Friday, I'll be able to titrate up to 12.5. So excited to see if that helps me pick things up and get things going in the right direction. Speaking of which, let's talk about my numbers. So for the last week, I lost zero.2 pounds. So it's still a loss, right direction. Um, I was hoping for more than that, but I was hoping to at least get back down to where I was, but I'm still, again, moving in the right direction again. So that brings my current totals to 62 pounds lost on Mounjaro, 30.8 pounds for the year so far, and 145.1 pounds overall since got diagnosed with diabetes a couple years ago. So my blood sugar for this last week averaged 115. I had a max of 196. And since I did my doctor's visit, they also did a A1C test on me, and I got a 5.0. So, when I first got my diabetes diagnosis, I was a 10.0. So, um, both the A1Cs I've done, I get doctor visits every 6 months, pretty much. So both of the A1Cs have been a 5.0 on Mounjaro. So, this stuff is working pretty good if you have diabetes from a diabetes control standpoint. This definitely helps. And before I used this, I was on I did metformin combined with Jardiance, and I had a 6.0. I had metformin combined with glutride, and that was a 6.0. So definitely working better, and I'm not doing the metformin along with this. So good results from that. They calculated my BMI as a 52.6. So when I started this, I was a 68.9, and my target, my goal number one is I need to get to a 40. So then I can do that's what they like to have you at for a knee replacement surgery. So my knees are kind of trash. I don't have a lot of cartilage left there. So it's like bone on bone kind of grinding. So that's why I use my, that's why I have the SwimSpa guys, is because it's easier on the knees to exercise. So all the other markers seem kind of fun. So another round of fun is done, and I got the 12.5 coming. So uh, excited about that. So otherwise for the week, I did my 2 fasts. I got my swims in. Symptom wise, I just had my usual day of tiredness. So I was hoping for more weight loss, but we'll step it up. So good things are coming. All right. So for the fat fighting tool for the week, I would talk about my favorite water bottles. So the brand I've tried, you name it, I've tried it. From the Nalgene bottles to the Stanleys to the brand I'm liking right now is Owala, Owala, and this is one my wife just got me. It's kind of fun. So these are all stickers of all the national parks, and so you put the stickers on as you visit the parks. So I've got parks like the Redwoods and Bryce Canyon and Zion's and stuff, the stickers on here. And then there's all the other ones that I have not been to, that Lake Clark, and some of these I've never even heard of. So anyway, it's kind of a fun thing to be able to visit these national parks. We live in such a beautiful country, and then you put little stickers on this. Now, the reason I like these water bottles is a couple things. So the first one, it has this nice little hook, or that you can use to just kind of finger hold it. It's kind of nice, but it also locks the top in place if that's down, so that it doesn't accidentally open. And I've used these for like a year plus now, and they don't leak at all. You have this button here that you press to open this part, and then what's nice is it's both a straw and a spout. So if I take this off, you can see it's got the straw, but it also has the hole to be a spout, so you can drink it like the water bottles where you just suck on the straw, or you can go that way. So it's kind of nice that it's got both of those ways. Now it's also insulated. It's going to keep your stuff cold pretty well. So yeah, I've really been kind of liking these. So now they also have a smaller size. So this is the one that I've been using. I like this smaller size too because it fits really nicely in a lot of the car cup holders that are a little bit smaller. This fits perfectly in there, and it also has like kind of some flat stuff, so it holds easier in your hand. This one is just round, but they're both. This is good for your desk, and this one's maybe a little better for your car. This one is in the Boba Fett colors. It's like they do like different things. So anyway, this is the Boba Fett one, but pretty easy to drink out of, and keeps it cold. You can hear the ice is still in there, so uh, pretty good stuff. Anyway, uh, obviously when we're losing weight, drinking is important, and getting enough water is important. So this is one of my preferred ways to do that. So decided to share those this week. All right, guys. So for this week's fat fighting food, I got a different one for you. Um, so I needed to reorder some more protein. I like to have protein drinks in the morning for breakfast on the days I'm not fasting. And one of my favorite ones, and I think I've showed this before, is this Bowman Nutrition mint chocolate chip. Tastes really really good. And so I was reordering that, and they had a couple other flavors that were kind of interesting. So one I haven't tried yet. This is the pumpkin spice. Um, Probably have a good idea what that one tastes like. But then I couldn't resist biscuits and gravy. So they have a biscuit recipe on the back, but then also you can just use it like a regular protein drink. So this morning I mixed them up, and I mixed in some ground chia seed and some flax powder for some fiber, and just some ice and water, and it's really hard to describe what this tastes like. It it's got that peppery aftertaste like this the gravy from biscuits and gravy. It it's just kind of weird, but it's not bad. Like, I don't know, you could get used to it. It's kind of funny, but yeah. So anyway, just thought I would share that one with you. There's some fun options out there. So nutrition wise, um, each scoop of this, and I used 2 scoops, have 130 calories, which is 3 grams of fat, and 5 grams of carbs, only 1 gram of sugar, and no grams of added sugars, and 23 grams of protein. So if you're trying to get protein in, this little drink I made here is like uh, 40 plus grams of protein, plus the extra fiber I added from the chia and the flaxseed, and easy to do. Now, it is pretty low in fat if you're trying to do a keto diet or something like that, but it's a good way to keep your protein up, because that's one of the things that you get worried about on these medications. Um, that everyone says you're losing your muscle mass, so you got to exercise and you got to keep your protein up. So anyway, cheers. Anyhow, so that's the update for the week. Short and sweet. That's okay. Um, Next week it's going to be a little bit interesting. I'm going to Boise for work for a few days. I'm going to have to try to keep as clean as I can. And then next Friday, I get to start the 12.5. So we've got one more week on this 10 that's also going to include a little bit of travel. So I have not done well with that. So we'll see if I can do better than I have done. So I've been thinking too, starting the 12.5, I'll have roughly 5 weeks until I'm gonna go to Thailand for work. And I would really love, just for fitting on the plane better, to drop 20 pounds. So I mean that's 5% smaller. So every little bit at this point is going to help me fit better in those. So if I double and triple my efforts, is that going to be possible? I mean, I've struggled the last little bit, but so I'll have the 12.5 milligrams. And so what I was thinking is I'm going to fast on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to fast as clean as I can. On the days I fast, I'm going to do resistance training. And the idea here is I want it to burn fat, not muscle. And so I'm going to do the resistance training so that I can help stimulate the muscles on the fasting days. And then, so to do that, I've got some weights I can use, or I can do resistance bands in the SwimSpa. But I'm not going to do cardio on the fast days. I'm going to try just doing the resistance. And then the day after I fast, so this will be Wednesday and Friday, I'm going to break the fast with extra protein. I'm going to do a scoop of protein drink, and then I'm going to also add 5 ounces of pre-cooked steak. So that'll be about 60 grams of protein total. So that'll be how I break the fast. And what I'm trying to do is the whey protein will be absorbed really quickly by my body. So that'll be like, a third of that. And then the other 2/3 will be the steak, and I will have that. And so the idea there is that's the other way you stimulate muscles to grow is with protein. So anyway, that's what I'm going to try doing. And then I'm on the lunch on the days I'm following my fast. I'm going to do just a salad with some chicken. Again, keep it very light carbs. Then the non-fasting weekdays, I'm going to do the cardio. So I'm going to push the cardio. And so I'm either going to do the Oculus Supernatural or the swimming. And on the swimming, I'm going to try to push the current speed a little bit more than I've been doing. And my idea there is, I'm stimulating the muscle still with the protein, but then now that I'm not fasting, then I get the cardio to, keep things pushing. Anyway, and then after that, then I will eat normally on the weekend. Still a little bit lower carb, but so hopefully my body doesn't get kind of complacent. Anyway, that's what I'm going to try. So we'll see how that works. And last year, end of last year, November, December, it seems like I kind of had like the same kind of like a little plateau thing, like I've been going through, and then January, February, it's like bam, it just blew it up. So hopefully I can repeat that, and that'd be really good to do just before I have to do these flights. The flight to Thailand, guys, 35 hours. So that might include a little bit of layover time, and it might include some time zone change time, but it's a long flight. I know from the past, like so I have to fly to San Francisco, so that's like a 2 or 3 hour flight. Then from there I'll fly to from there to Japan was 12 hours, and then from Japan to Singapore was 9 hours. The one I was looking at was San Francisco to Singapore, so I'm guessing it's 20-hour flight. I mean, it's some serious time in the air. So anyway, gotta I gotta make it so I can be as comfortable as possible. So anyhow, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll keep you posted on my efforts. So keep fighting the fat. Cheers.